Now, you've heard this a million times. You've probably heard this more times than you've heard CoComelon, but Marvel has been on a steady decline ever since Avengers Endgame came out. But fortunately, Marvel and Disney have recognized that there has been a decline, and that churning out a bunch of mediocre content was not the smartest move to keep their spot at the top. So after going through this crisis that is more scary than Xbox's Red Ring of Death, Marvel has been surprisingly doing so many things to improve the quality of their products moving forward. And one of those things is the announcement and revival of Marvel Television over at Disney Upfront a few days ago. Now, Marvel Television has always been a thing for a long time, and that's mainly the reason why we have shows like Daredevil on Netflix, or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., or Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, etc. But in 2019, Marvel Television was not a thing anymore, and it transferred to Marvel Studios. And this meant that anything coming from Marvel, whether it be animated or TV, was going to be from Marvel Studios and would be canon to the MCU, which was just a bunch of dookie. This decision was like eating paint, because it was foolish. So now Marvel has turned back the clock and has brought Marvel TV back, which will be the third division of content alongside studios and animation. Now, some of you may be wondering, why is this a thing? Why is there a distinction? Will this change anything about how Marvel production is going to work? Well, I'm going to answer those questions, but spoiler alert, this new distinction, in my opinion, is a very good thing. Because first of all, the reason why this is a thing is because Marvel producers, including Marvel president Kevin Feige, were just doing way too much. Like, they had movie producers involved in the production of TV and animated shows, which is why all these shows look like they tried to be 8-hour Marvel movies. So Marvel felt like, okay, let's hire some people who know how to make TV shows, and let's just stick to making movies. Which brings me to why this distinction is being made. Now, in my opinion, the reason why is to keep all the Marvel content organized and let people know what they feel like is important to watch. For example, I'm assuming and hoping that moving forward, all the Marvel TV shows will be supplementary and not mandatory for the MCU. Because Marvel knows that forcing people to pay for a streaming service to watch a decent Marvel TV show just to understand the movies is not practical. So in other words, Marvel is now just telling you to watch the movies if you want to follow the big MCU story, and the shows are just a little bit of extra content that you could explore. But you don't have to feel forced to watch them because this is a Marvel TV production, not a hardcore studios production. Now lastly, in terms of overall production, these divisions likely now have an executive assigned to them, which means that experts in movies, TV, and animation will only be working on movies, TV, and animation respectively, except for Kevin Feige, who will be overseeing everything. So overall, this is fantastic. This is very smart because now things can stand on their own, and considering that Marvel is going to be making less stuff now and focusing on the quality of their projects more than ever, it looks like Marvel is finding their footing again. But in the end, we gotta see the products because actions speak louder than words. But yeah, that's it.